What's up YouTube? Whether you're recording your videos on this or you're recording your videos on this, the only thing that matters is how you can use your camera angles and what cameras to use, what devices to use to shoot great videos. Does it really require an expensive equipment every time you want to engage with the audience, or you can do it simply with your cell phone? We will learn in this video. Let's get started. So let me show you how I chose my first camera, or how I started the journey to choose my first camera, whether it's going to be a camera on a smartphone or whether it's going to be a DSLR. The thing that I was struggling to understand is what would be the right device for me, which would help me to tell my story to my audience. To me, I used to think that a DSLR or a mirrorless camera is for serious filmmakers or photographers who can browse through all these options. They can do the right justice by making use of all those options that you get on a DSLR or a professional mirrorless camera. But after a bit of study and research, what I found out that the recent technological advancements have made these devices super user-friendly, which could be used by anyone. So for my viewers and those of you who are watching this video, I'm going to share with you a quick and easy yet useful comparison for you to let you decide what is the right device for you that is going to help you tell your story or select your favorite camera. And the first place to start your journey to look for the right camera is starting from your heart and your mind. Photography as we know it is in a very interesting place right now. The technological advancement made by smartphone makers have many people wondering if their smartphone is as good as a camera like a DSLR. Well, serious photographers think it's not. However, an increasing number of people, the quality that you get from a smartphone camera is good enough. Herein lies the question and the challenge for the future. Is the good enough new normal? Every time Google, Apple or Samsung releases a new flagship smartphone, they dazzle us with the latest tech specs, show us their new capture models, because the quality of the camera in a smartphone is one of the biggest factors that drives consumers to upgrade their phones. All the top smartphone manufacturers want you to know that they have a camera that is worthy of your money. Apple encourages people to use iPhone to shoot images and post it on social media networks like Instagram or Twitter or LinkedIn or YouTube and tag it as hashtag shot on iPhone. Well, often these images are shared in TV ads and for the iPhone advertisements which you find while you're driving on the highway. So is it marketing hype, or are the best smartphone cameras are actually capable and being a good replacement for a DSLR or a mirrorless camera? Dedicated cameras have a lot of versatility and will likely always be able to do things that a smartphone can never handle. For example, you can attach a 200mm telephoto lens or a big aperture lens to your smartphone, and even if you could, you would look probably ridiculous doing that. The resolution of photos taken on DSLR and mirrorless cameras is also much greater than the resolution of the photos that are taken using a smartphone camera, thanks to the large sensors that number up to 42 megapixels or more. More megapixels doesn't necessarily mean that a photo is going to be better. But that brings me to the next point. The sensors in the dedicated cameras are much larger than the smartphone cameras, and that means that they can let in a lot more light and produce better photos due to higher ISO range, fast lenses, more dynamic range in low light scenarios. You have absolute control over your shutter speed, ISO and aperture, so that you can create those blurred waterfalls and beautiful bokeh backgrounds. Smartphones can simulate a lot of these scenarios, but they are only as good as the software that they ship with. Hence, a smartphone photography is also known as computational photography because it uses AI to enhance the quality of the images that you take from a smartphone. With that in mind, you may be wondering which smartphone is the best for photography. A good place to start selecting the right device for you is probably the DxOMark website and the DP review for cameras. These websites have been scientifically measuring the image quality of smartphones, lenses, and cameras. On the website, you can see the top performing cameras from all manufacturers and compare one against the other, and raw specs and sample images. They use state-of-the-art equipment to compare different cameras using different devices, and you can give each smartphone a quality score that you can use to compare it to its rivals. In the end, it all comes back to the notion of good enough. So is a smartphone good enough to meet your photographic needs? 10 years ago, the answer might have been no. But today, a smartphone is a go-to camera for millions of users. That is really interesting, but why at all the camera survives? A camera is a tool that lives only for one purpose, which is taking good pictures and videos. So whenever you go to watch a movie on Netflix or Amazon Prime, or the favorite movie that you go to watch in a theater, the thing that works behind these amazing shots, these amazing frames, is one of the professional range cameras, either from Arri or Sony Cinematic Range or Red or Blackmagic. These are high-end professional cameras, and the justice that they could do to a real cinematic feel or to engage the audience, make you sit in the same place for 2 hours straight, can only be done using a professional camera. So yes, to answer the question, if you are looking to engage with the audience in the right way, you need a professional camera. Thanks for watching this video. If you did like this one, do smash the like and subscribe button, and stay tuned for more. We will keep creating great content for you, and until then, stay tuned and bye for now.